will get the first spot in the group. Is it going to be Creator? Is it going to be Live? Send us a tweet, tell us about it, and we'll definitely have a look before we start with the game. And oh, apparently we are already good to go. Well, actually, it was a lot faster than I thought.
Yeah, quick.
So,
we'll start there.
it was really quick. I expected that we have a bit of a break here, but apparently we don't. So yeah, let's see. We are of course on Ohana, which is game number 1 here. And yeah, the first game for our Zerg versus Protoss. Creator is starting to the top left. In blue, we have our Prime player. He was strong against his former opponent. He was strong against Cass. Now we have Life, of course, at the bottom right. The StarTale player in red, doing a really, really good job against Seed earlier.
Yeah. And yeah, just a little scout here, of course.
The probe heading to the bottom right already, trying to find out what exactly is going on. And yeah, he will soon enough see what's going on with the pool timing. We had Life being a little bit cheeky against Seed, you know, and he really tried to go for this hatch first build, which in the end worked out for him, but it was very, very close. And now let's see if he's going to do the same thing against Creator. To be honest with you, I don't think that we're going to see it. No. The pool first is going to be placed down here by Life, so he's playing a more normal game against his opponent in the winner's match.
Yeah, he doesn't want to take that risk. I mean, I feel like Seed could have even capitalized better on that with a target with the cans. It's hard to say for certain in that type of scenario because he doesn't know how many lings are being made. He doesn't know if the queen's coming out. It's really a tough call to make, but I think Life knows that. In some ways, he got a little bit lucky there, and that he does not want to try that again.
Nexus first here for Creator, and this is something that Life will see very soon as the pool goes into hatch right now. The probe, of course, with the attempt to block it, to delay it a little bit, make sure that the Zerg player doesn't get his expansion as fast as he wanted to, but not that successful.
Yep. Not going to be able to get that block. He may be able to block or delay the third base slightly if he wants to with this probe, but I don't think Life is going to be taking it at a super quick time anyway, so he should be totally fine.
Life is playing a normal game here, and usually when you have Zerg versus Protoss on Ohana, the timing for the Protoss player to attack is of course what the Zerg has to watch out for. We have seen a lot of immortal pushes on this map. Blink Stalkers with +2 falling a bit off the grid, but still one of the options that you have as a Protoss player to execute an attack, especially on Ohana, where there is the fourth base where you can place down your pylon. You can use the ramp to your advantage. Also with force fields, of course, if you in the end decide to go for the immortal push.
Yeah, you're right. This map has so many different possible ways to play as a Protoss. I think it's a great Protoss versus Zerg map. Still no third base for Life just yet. Obviously, is just waiting for his, to get his everything set up on 2 bases first. The queen walking down here, ready to inject.
Yeah, Life is going for it, and the thing is, I have to say that these StarTale players, we mentioned it a bit when we had our show match going on between Dimaga and Zictomini, but StarTale just in general is so successful these days, and all of the players are performing on a very high level. I was surprised to see Parting fall down into Code A, so he has to try to make his way back into Code S. But right now, StarTale, just in general, you can see that these guys are practicing every day, trying to get better and better. And with such great training partners, it's no surprise that all these StarTale players are really excelling.
Yeah, you're so right. The house is really doing so well. I feel like right now StarTale and MVP are 2 teams that are definitely rising faster than any other team right now as far as success goes and how the practice is going.
MVP, yeah, there's something that you mentioned. I mean, in Team League, they always did well in the last few seasons, but in the individual league, we had a few players that were really putting their foot down, DRG, for example. But
Sniper.
what we've seen from MVP in this season in particular, with Sniper winning it, that was amazing. Finale as well. You have Tails, especially in the team league, such a strong player. MVP these days, once again on the rise.
Yeah, for certain. By the way, we have a really fast Lear here for Life. He's taken his additional gases at his natural during this, and
no third.
And this is something that Creator has not actually been able to stop. Life has been able to stop Creator from seeing.
Yeah, and in the main base of Creator, we see the robotics facility. And this is going to be a very interesting match, because currently with Life's fast tech instead of the fast third base, he will have the lair and timing where he can go straight into a fast.
Yeah, the infestors can definitely be out in time with this.
And that's the scary part now for Creator. If he just goes for normal timing and does not scout what's going on, I don't think he even saw that there's no third base. There's already the infestation pit, so Creator has to be careful. If he plays this blind, he might run into a trap.
Very true. This Overlord going out will. Oh, he didn't quite get it. Would have supply blocked life. Ooh, infestation pit
Oh,
canceled into
wow.
Spire.
Goes for the Spire instead. Very interesting. Tries to hit a bit of a Mutalisk timing here.
Yep, starts +1 for Lings.
That's going to be so
this
interesting.
is risky, and oh, look at the Twilight Council is going down.
And that's, of course, what you don't want to see when you are going for Mutalisk build with the Twilight Council. There is the option for Blink, and with Blink, it's so easy for the Protoss player to shut down Muta play if he really pays attention.
Yeah, that's going to be a big problem potentially. Now, we'll see what Creator wants to do exactly with this Twilight Council, because he still doesn't know about the Spire. It may be that he wants to hit an attack or even take a third base using Blink. Probably the third base, considering he is getting the Immortal out now and hasn't started +2 weapons just yet at the Forge.
I'm really intrigued now. This is what we first saw happening when the Immortal push emerged, when it was created. ST was one of the players who tried to hit Mutalisk timings against the attack, but usually you want to go for the Infestors, because with the double fungal you can kill those sentries, and then without the force fields, the Stalkers, and of course also the Immortals are very exposed. But Immuta timing could be exactly what he needs here, and he's building them 8 in total, whereas Creator did not move out yet. And it looks more and more that he's trying to establish himself a third base, and there it is. Goes for the Nexus, but the Circlings are there right away.
He needs to cancel that.
Yeah.
That was close. And he can't even save the probe. Force Field stops Lings from going up there, but the probe dies, so that delays the third even more. Look at Creator now with almost 1,000 minerals in the bank.
That's actually really funny what we see here. We have Creator trying to skimp a bit on the force fields and not waste the energy on the sentries, but then he opens up these small pathways for life to escape, to kill not only the Nexus, but also go for the probe, which delays the third, and then he moves out to the right. So with 10 Mutalisks now headed for the main base that Creator is not prepared to face, this might get really ugly.
Yeah, he's very vulnerable right now. Blink is not quite done. It's getting closer. These two Stalkers are a little bit isolated. He's definitely going to get one. He may get two on his way out. And he does. He even wants to get a third. And really nice control here by Life. He actually pulls back the weakened meters again. Loses only one for 3 Stalkers so far. This has been a great trade, though he does have to get out now.
Ah, there's the Blink. Just finishing in time. Chases down another Mutalisk. Well done, well done. And now we have in the main base more gates. With what he scouted, he knows, of course, okay, well, I need a few more Stalkers. I need the potential to warp in these units. He has full energy, by the way, on his main Nexus. A bit of an oversight.
Yeah. Just based on which buildings he's chrono boosting, mostly chrono boosting at the natural, using all his natural Nexus as energy, so he's not gaining that extra energy there at the main base. Now, extra gates going down for Creator. Looks like he may want to be aggressive.
Yeah, and then we have Life now suddenly with all those upgrades on the production tab, +2 attack, +1 armor, the first attack upgrade for the Mutalisks. A very strong force that he sends out. It's just a small task force, but oh my god, if he can take down all the sentries, that would be so much gas lost for his opponent.
Oh, you're so right. And the Stalkers, though, will chase us away. This is not a good engagement for Life.
You know, the beginning was actually not that bad.
Yeah, you're right.
Then when those Stalkers blinked in, suddenly everything changed.
We have a Warp Prism coming out, and this further indicates that Creator wants to be aggressive, even putting down a defensive cannon so that when he does move out, he can actually have that ready to buy him some time.
I think Creator, with what he saw and with this little damage that Life did, is now in the know that he's like, okay, well, you have Mutalisks, and of course you have your Zerglings ready, but what are you actually going to do if I move out right now? I have +2 attack already, you're not going to go for Roaches, you spent the gas for your Mutalisk attack, Infestors won't be an issue for me. If I just hit you with a huge force of Stalkers and a few sentries for the Guardian Shield, you don't have an answer.
Exactly, and that's exactly what he's going to do with this Warp Prism coming across. Doesn't even need a forward pylon. And with no Immortals to rely on either, it doesn't even matter about whether or not he has the forward pylon, because usually when you have this attack, you want to have a forward pylon and the Warp Prism so you can lift up your Immortals. In this case, he only has the one Immortal because he knows he's not facing Roaches. He didn't waste any gas on any further Immortals.
And there we go. We have Creator moving in, and he still knows about the movement of his opponent. Can use Blink if needed.
The Warp Prism gets targeted, though.
Well done. Really well done. That was so important for Life, but here comes the Blink.
Yeah, the Blink is a big problem here. He needs Force Field to support. Looks like he decides to wait very patiently here, and Life is on the back foot. He's got so many Stalkers. He gets 34 in total, And right now he's got a lot of drones here, but his fourth base, the left side, is going to be completely ignored. Creator is just trying to go in here and strike at the heart.
Yeah, and good luck life with this run by. There are just too many warp ins ready, and also cannons. And here comes Creator moving in, taking down an Overlord, nearly supply blocking life there, and he just takes everything apart. This looks like Creator is gonna swamp life in game number 2. I don't think that our Zerg player from Team Startle has any chance against this army composition.
Absolutely not. The Blink Stalker micro is good. The drone pull is desperate. The Immortal gets targeted down, but there's way too many Stalkers here. He had 2 half compositions. One half composition of Roaches, the other one of Mutalisk, and when you have this many Stalkers against it, they just beat both.
And the upgrades, 1 armor, 2 attack. He completely crushes life here. A great attack by CreatorPrime. Well executed, and he has the GG, and game 1 ends in favor of our Protoss. Yeah.